goodness and gracious, great balls of fire. I like that duck because I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind.
So what I'm doing is I'm prepping the onions. I should probably be looking at my fingers. I'm not.
You're so pretty.
Wow, this is really terrible chopping job I'm doing. Try to do better than me.
Do as I say, not as I ragu.
We're going to saute it all in the duck fat, which is rendered from the duck confit that I made this weekend. If you haven't seen our, oh god, I'm about to cry because of those shallots.
You're an idiot.
If you haven't seen our Instagram, I made duck confit ravioli this weekend. That's really uncomfortable. But I made duck confit this weekend, so that means I have some excess duck fat.
Woo!
So what does one do with excess duck fat?
Bathe in it.
So what do you do with it? I use it as face wash. You use it to fry things.
Derek, are you crying?
Okay.
You know what makes me cry?
I don't want to know.
The inevitable crushing sadness that comes with knowing that our world will end one day. Stop crying, you little bitch.
What are you, my dad at my soccer practice? We're going to throw in the onions and shallots.
Oh, love that good sizzle.
So we're just going to saute these for a little while until they're translucent, lightly cooked through, salt them a little bit.
Dude, I love making sauce.
Sauce is so easy to make, too. It's like one of those things that people are really impressed by it, but it's really not that hard. Just throw some vegetables and tomatoes and wine and some crap in a pot, simmer it for an hour. That's all. So just simmer it medium heat. Maybe you should add a little more duck fat.
Always a good idea.
Add in the minced garlic. You don't want to add the garlic at the same time as the onions and shallots because they will burn, overcook, and not taste great.
Add a bunch of garlic. Oh, that's creepy.
Should chop up the onions. The fresh onions we're going to peel so we don't get the skins in the sauce. And then we're going to dump it in with the canned tomatoes as well.
Right, you meant fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomatoes.
You're an idiot.
Let's redo that.
Nope.
Like Derek said, we're mixing the fresh tomatoes with the canned. So with the fresh tomatoes, you're going to want to chop them, but first you want to peel them.
Why are you cooking in a sweater? It's pretty hot in that kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know. I do dumb things for no reason. That's part of this cooking show. That's part of the charm really here. You know.
I would just say that's part of your charm in general.
Hey, Derek, guess who I am?
Who?
I'm Ramsey Bolton.
Oh, gee.
This is my little Theon Greyjoy.
Are you flaying that tomato?
I'm flaying the tomato.
And then you want to chop up the tomatoes. Now let's watch Derek struggle with a can opener.
The can opener broke recently. It's been a struggle in this department.
You can say whatever you want. I'm just going to put to Benny Hill music. This is what you want your onions to look like when they're done. See how they're kind of clear?
They're soft, they're translucent, they're not burnt, they're not brown yet. No, I just prefer my tomatoes to not be brown.
Those are onions. You are really struggling today. This is the face of the struggle bus. Everything you're doing today is short bus. Mixing up tomatoes and onions, opening that can like a...
It's after 8 p.m. I'm not used to thinking. I think all day. I just don't want to think anymore.
You think of man sex all day.
One thing that's important when making sauce is to season every step of the way. So every time you add a new ingredient, you want to season, add a little salt, add a little pepper, whatever it is. You don't want it to be too salty, so you don't want to add a ton every time, but you want to taste test it as you go. Make sense? Cool. You want to get me throwing some tomatoes in there?
I want to check my email. Alright. I think I'm doing very little this episode.
Okay. So fresh tomatoes we're going to drop in there.
So that's about a pound of fresh tomatoes.
We're going to do a 28-ounce can of full peeled tomatoes.
Hey, look. Derek walked away from the stove, which means Iggy's allowed to do stuff.
Don't touch.
Ooh, that's some good red wine. If you cook with wine or beer, please cook with good wine or beer.
So now we just need this to reduce.
And we need the alcohol to cook off a little bit.
Also, when you're making sauce, tomato paste is your best friend.
Why?
Because it's concentrated tomato flavor.
So our sauce is simmering now, so we want to add some stock to add more flavor. You're going to add a couple of glugs. That's a technical term. Well, there we go. I think that's enough.
So this is what a good simmer looks like.
Little bubbles. I'm just mushing up the tomatoes a little bit. All this stirring's making me thirsty. Iggy?
Yeah. Why me?
So you might be wondering how we prepared the duck. For full instructions, check out our blog post. But now what we need to do is we need to chop up / shred the duck to put it into our ragu. So I think, Iggy, would you like to do something useful?
Yeah!
Are you eating Parmesan cheese?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you made good duck, you could cut it, but you can really just pull it apart with your fork and just kind of, use your hands to help along, and you really look at how it flakes apart. It's amazing. Look at that. That's good, tender duck.
Stop eating the duck. We're not going to pay for the ragu.
For today's movie rant, I'm going to talk about the Mighty Ducks. For the purpose of this, we're not even going to mention the abortions that D3 and D2 were, because those were terrible. D2, like all the best kids in the country are from this one team in Minnesota. What a travesty. Forget it. We're not even touching those. So Mighty Ducks, a really awesome movie, right? Everyone agrees, nostalgia and all that. But if you ever rewatch it, which unfortunately I have, it really loses its luster. I mean, it is bad plot, riddled with inaccuracies and weird moments, really crappy acting, all the annoying things you get with teenagers in movies, and the hockey in it is terrible. The moral of the story here is don't rewatch your childhood favorites. They do not hold up over time. Mighty Ducks, it's mother ducking terrible. Check out that pile of goodness. That's just 2 duck breasts shredded. So we're gonna take that and you're gonna dump it in. And dude, look at that. Look at that meat handful. Oh. Was that graphic? Good.
At this point, the sauce has been simmering and reducing for about an hour, and almost ready to eat. We're going to start making some pastas. Papardelle. It comes in little ringlets.
As you can see, we made just a little bit of pasta for ourselves. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the duck skin crisping up under the broiler, oozing out duck fat and sizzling in it.
So, listen to that crisp. Oh, yeah. So we're gonna cut that up as crackling on top of our pasta because we're bosses.
So we just uncovered the ragu and it smells bonkers good.
Yeah, you guys are missing out.
So we're gonna take a nice hefty scoop of it. We already have our papardelle in the bowl.
Oh.
Put a little bit on top there. Now we're gonna sprinkle some Parmesan on top, and then just like a little decadent flair.
Here's a little treat for ourselves.
Like a little tower of duck skin.
Look at that restaurant quality plate. Nice job, Derek. Oh, let's get some glugs.
Ooh, that's cherry.
Just take a drink.
I mean, this is like a chocolate-covered cherry bomb. It smells so good. That's delicious. You're
gonna like the way you look, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, loyal This Bros Kitchen watcher. Now I'm gonna taste this goodness. It's multi-layered. Oh my God. Just mix it up a little bit. You're gross. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do some nasty things to this. You may want to turn that off and start eating.
Okay, see ya. Yo, Iggy, can you pass the Parmesan?
Gene Parmesan? Ah! I'm already filming. Now, was that that Derek's eating so passionately?
That's how you end a classy meal. Raw cookie dough. This has been This Bros Kitchen. Have a good night.